Breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
And right now we have breaking news we are following this morning. A local sheriff's office is looking for the person responsible for shooting and killing a woman. We'll show you that scene in a neighborhood.
And we had some rain overnight. Most of that is starting to pull out, but there's still a front that comes through later today. I'll let you know if it will bring rain where you are.
And a Veterans Day tradition will get underway at NC State in 90 minutes. We'll tell you about the Veterans Day run happening there and other events to honor veterans today. To all the veterans watching, today is your day. We want to wish you a happy Veterans Day and thank you for your service. Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Chu.
And I'm Jeff Hogan. Yeah, happy Monday. We appreciate your service. And, you know, that means that there'll be a lot of institutions closed today, recognizing that schools
are closed.
You know,
yeah.
And Elizabeth Gardner over in the WRAL Severe Weather Center right now. I think this weather that we got overnight, much needed rain, has passed on, right?
It mostly has. You can see it. Yeah, it's cruising on out. But there is a front that'll still come through a little closer to lunchtime. And models are showing the potential for a little bit of rain along with that. So we're going to keep about a 30% chance of showers in the forecast until around 10 a.m. Once we get to lunchtime, we should be completely done with it. And we'll see a little bit of sunshine peeking through. Taking a look at Raleigh this morning, we are mostly cloudy currently. And you can see here on the Jimmy V camera, it's a little bit damp out. 61 is our temperature and our dew point is 59. So it's a mild start for us this morning. And it'll be a mild day as well with a little sunshine this afternoon. Highs will climb into the mid 70s. But this front will eventually deliver some chilly air, some of the coolest air that we've seen in a while. I'll show you coming up.
Breaking news this morning, a woman is dead after a shooting in a neighborhood in Cumberland County. Deputies were called just before 10:15 last night to the area of Clarkton Court and Wynwood Drive, right near the town of Stedman. It was a report of a shooting there, and when they got there, they found a woman who was shot. She was taken to Cape Fear Valley Medical Center, where she died. Her name is being withheld until her family is notified. At this time, authorities have not said if anyone's been arrested.
All classes are canceled today at Tuskegee University in Alabama after a shooting that left one person dead and injured 16 others. The shooting happened during the HBCU's 100th annual homecoming celebration over the weekend. Police arrested 25-year-old Jaquez Myrick for the shooting. They say they're working to make more arrests. Police stopped Myrick while he was leaving the scene. They found he had a handgun with a machine gun conversion device. 18-year-old Latavion Johnson was killed. 16 people were injured, including a dozen who were shot.
A man was injured in a shooting in Durham. It happened on Leadnam Drive around 6 o'clock last night. Police say the man is expected to live. No arrests have been made.
Surveillance video obtained by WRAL shows the men accused of hanging a sign supporting a hate group walking around American Tobacco campus in Durham. They can be seen leaving the parking deck, and at one point they appear to take a picture of their work. The men are accused of hanging a sign off the south parking garage on Saturday. It has a link to the website of the Patriot Front. Anti-hate organizations label the Patriot Front as a white supremacist hate group. People who saw the sign tell WRAL it is worrisome and not welcome in Durham.
It is a little scary to kind of see it around, and you're thinking, okay, like that's why when you do see these sort of things, you gotta, call it out and just say, hey, that's not what anybody here stands for.
The American Tobacco campus is owned by WRAL's parent company. In a statement, it says there is no place for hate at ATC, and it is committed to ensuring a safe and inclusive environment for everyone.
In just 90 minutes, a long-standing tradition honoring our veterans is happening at NC State. The university will host its annual Veterans Day run-in ceremony this morning. WRAL's Laura Levine joins us live from NC State's Bell Tower. Laura, this run is just one part of the event that is happening there this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jeff. Yes, the Wolfpack community is remembering and honoring the men and women who have served our country with this 5K sunrise run and ceremony taking place here at the Bell Tower behind me. Taking a look at this video from last year's event, you can see more than 200 people participating in this memorial run. The NC State Memorial Bell Tower features the names of 34 alums who died fighting for our country. The Jeffrey Wright Military and Veteran Services Office and NC State's ROTC units will host this event. Immediately following the race, there will be a brief ceremony to mark NC State's military history and to honor the service of all students, staff, faculty, and alumni veterans. The ceremony will include a wreath presentation, musical selections by NC State students and community members, and remarks from special guest speakers. Now, we are expecting to begin seeing people gather here behind me around 5:45, with the run kicking off at 6 a.m. Laura Levine, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
A number of other Veterans Day events are happening in our area today. There's a ceremony in Apex at 9 a.m. It is the Downtown Service Memorial on the corner of Saunders Street and North Salem Street. Garner's Veterans Day observance will start at 10:30 this morning over at the Aversboro Road Baptist Church.
From 11 a.m. to noon, the town of Cary will be holding its Veterans Day ceremony at Veterans Freedom Park. Fort Liberty Judge Colonel Brett Batdorf will be speaking at that event. And William Peace University will host Conversations with History at 7:30 tonight at Leggett Theater. You can hear the readings from people who lived during World War II. And we have a full list of the events happening in our area on our website. Just go to the Don't Miss It section of WRAL.com. President-elect Donald Trump has named his border czar in a post to Truth Social. After 11 o'clock last night, Trump said he will put Tom Homan into that role. Homan served as acting director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement during Trump's first term. Trump's expected to announce more of his cabinet picks later this week.
Bitcoin has reached a new record high. The world's largest cryptocurrency briefly touched $80,000 for the first time yesterday. Bitcoin surged in the run-up to the election and surged once it became clear Donald Trump would win. It has been on the rise ever since. Trump has fully embraced crypto in recent months and says he wants it to be mined and minted in the U.S. He's also proposed to launch a strategic national Bitcoin stockpile.
New York and New Jersey are facing the worst fall fire season they've experienced in more than 20 years. We have new images from one of those wildfires responsible for the death of an 18-year-old Parks employee.
A long-standing tradition at LSU returns and is met with backlash. The criticism the university is facing after unveiling a live tiger in its stadium over the weekend.
And we give you this live look. Pinehurst Resort and Country Club, home of the famed #2 golf course, not breaking record highs this week. Meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner will tell us which morning, though, gives us the best chance for some patchy frost.
From the WRAL Severe Weather Center, North Carolina's most experienced team of meteorologists.
Starting off with the radar this morning, notice things are pretty quiet. We did have some rain roll through overnight last night. Still waiting on the cold front. The cold front's to our west, and with the front a little later this morning, there could be a quick sprinkle. Heading out the door, it's warm out there. 59 in Lewisburg, 60 in Fayetteville, 62 in Tarboro, 61 in Irwin, and 60 in Rocky Mount. But we do have some much cooler air on the way. Once our front comes through, gradually we'll start to see our temperatures dropping, especially by the middle of the week. So we start off with some cloud cover. We'll have the potential for some rain between now and lunchtime. And then this afternoon, we'll see partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the mid-70s. I know there are a lot of Veterans Day events happening this morning, including that run over at NC State. That one's probably dry, but mid-morning, it may be just a little bit wet.
Elizabeth, thanks. World leaders are gathering in the country of Azerbaijan for the UN's annual Climate Change Summit. It gets started today and will continue through November 22nd. World leaders will discuss how to secure the trillions of dollars needed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. New data suggests 2024 will be the hottest year on record and above the global warming threshold set by the Paris Agreement. President Biden is not expected to attend the summit.
At least 6 wildfires are burning across New Jersey right now. These are images from the Jennings Creek wildfire. That's burning about 2,500 acres right on the New York border. An 18-year-old New York Parks employee was killed over the weekend while working on that fire line. Helicopters are being used to dump water onto the fire. Officials have charged Richard Shishady with arson for starting one of those fires last Wednesday. They say he sparked that wildfire after shooting an explosive shotgun round at a shooting range.
Your time is 4:42 here on the WRAL Live Center. We're getting our first look into the newsroom regarding some shooting scenes reported in Kansas last night. We can put this in full screen so you can see a little bit better, but essentially investigators are saying 5 people have died over the course of 2 different shooting scenes that happened last night. This happened near Wichita. Police found 1 man dead from a gunshot wound at one scene, and then not far from that, they found 3 other people outside. But when they investigated a home that was in that area, they found a 5th total victim there. But what's unclear is when each person was killed specifically, but investigators believe all 5 victims knew each other and they may have all died by the same person shooting them.
Chris, thanks. All 3 of Moscow's airports have reopened after Ukraine launched its largest drone attack there since the war between Russia and Ukraine started. Officials say 1 person was injured. The launch comes as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky that Russia launched a record 145 drone against Ukraine on Saturday night. Officials say at least 2 people were killed and buildings were damaged during that attack. 1 man was killed, another is injured after being hit by a car in Durham. It happened on Holloway Street a little after 6 last night. Police say the driver stayed on scene and was cooperative. No charges have been filed at this time.
Republicans are on the brink of claiming control of the House of Representatives. Votes are still being counted from the general election, but the Associated Press reports Republicans have won 214 seats. They only need 4 more seats to keep control of the House. Republican senators will decide who will represent them as the party's leader in the Senate next week.
President-elect Donald Trump says he wants the Senate to expedite the appointment of his cabinet. He posted on social media that any Republican who wants to be Senate Majority Leader must agree to recess appointments. These type of appointments would allow Trump's nominees to his cabinet to essentially bypass Congress. If the Senate Republican leadership agreed to the idea, it would be a notable expansion of presidential power.
Political analysts say North Carolina's election results show some interesting trends for our state. While Republicans won some key races and kept control of state government, North Carolina's electorate shifted right, far less than the rest of the country. Analysts said the results show the influence of the state's more liberal urban areas, which are growing. They also said Hurricane Helene may be part of why Republicans lost their supermajority in the state legislature. You can read the NC Capitol team's top 5 takeaways from the election results on our website at WRAL.com. A man is in critical condition after a fight that led to a shooting in Rocky Mount. Police say this happened near Mike's Food Mart on Raleigh Boulevard shortly after 11 o'clock Saturday night. Christopher Short was shot in the back. He was taken to ECU Health in Greenville for treatment. Kendrick Richardson was arrested and charged in connection to this shooting. Police say he knew the victim. Richardson is currently being held in jail without bond.
25 monkeys have been recovered in Beaufort County, South Carolina, after dozens escaped a research facility last week. Police believe 18 monkeys are still missing. They say they have eyes on a sizable group. Veterinarians examined the 25 that were recovered and says they were unharmed.
Louisiana State University brought back a game day tradition that some are calling animal abuse. A live tiger was brought onto the field and paraded around before Saturday's football game against Alabama. LSU has a long tradition of bringing caged tigers to game day, but since 2015, the school has moved away from this, instead keeping its current live tiger mascot in a large enclosure on campus. Some students and animal rights groups protested before the game, citing animal abuse and student safety concerns.
A new mobile health unit is coming to Durham. The Community Health Coalition held a ribbon cutting for the new unit yesterday. It will provide free mobile health services, resources and tools, and help to meet food insecurity needs. The ribbon cutting was celebrated with speakers and a dance team performance.
If you have a tax question, you can get it answered this week with Tax Pros on Call. 5 on Your Side is partnering with the North Carolina Society of Enrolled Agents to answer your tax planning questions. You can call in this Wednesday from 4 until 7 p.m. to speak directly to a federally licensed tax pro, and it is all free.
A North Carolina grocery chain is putting together Thanksgiving meals for local families in need. Today, Harris Teeter employees are assembling 2,000 Thanksgiving meal bags. The Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina will distribute them. Each Thanksgiving meal bag will contain food for a family of 4, including turkey breast, all the classic Thanksgiving sides, and cake mix.
Won't be long now, 2 weeks away or so, right? Elizabeth Gardner over in the WRAL Severe Weather Center right now with a look at our Monday weather and a clearing radar anyway.
We had some rain overnight last night. Coming up in just a little bit, I'll show you how much. And it was, it was under an inch, but at least it was something significant. We definitely need it. We do have a cold front that's still back to our west, and that front is likely to bring us a few showers along with it. You can see it's moving into the mountains, and there's a little bit of rain with it. So we may not be completely finished. However, we are definitely seeing a little bit of a break in the precipitation, and it doesn't look like we're going to see a lot of rain during the morning commute, which is good news. So we'll kick things off here on Futurecast. Notice at 9 o'clock could be a few isolated showers down to the south and east, and then after that we're kind of done with it, which is nice. Into the afternoon we'll see partly cloudy skies, and temperatures will be nice and mild. We take a live look down Fayetteville Street this morning, and you can see it's a touch breezy. I think it's probably always just a little breezy down Fayetteville Street, and you can see the roads are just a bit damp. It's not anything that's going to cause you any problems this morning. 61 is our temperature at RDU, and our dew point's 59, so that is on the higher side. It's a little warm and just a little bit muggy out there. Starting to see some cooler temperatures in the north, though. Roxborough at 52, 59 in South Hill, it's 60 in Fayetteville and in Clinton right now. And our highs this afternoon will be pretty mild, 75 degrees in Raleigh and in Durham, 77 in Fayetteville. That's still above normal. And again, still the chance of an isolated shower between now and lunchtime. This is just a beautiful weather watcher photo. This is from Sheila Clayton in Roxborough, and she caught her American flag right here in the corner of the picture. So this must be looking off of her front porch. Gorgeous sunset there. Thank you so much for sending that one for us for Veterans Day. So beautiful. We love your weather watcher photos. Go to WRAL.com, search Weather Watchers. Here's what happens for us later in the week. This is going to be tomorrow, and we'll still be mild. Notice the green shaded color areas. So temperatures will be on the mild side. But then on Thursday, a front comes through. That will bring us some rain and then some colder temperatures. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, definitely looking a bit on the cooler side. It's likely it will have some patchy frost on Wednesday morning as temperatures drop down into the 30s. 32 Roxborough, 34 South Hill, 36 in Durham, 40 in Fayetteville, 39 in Clinton. And again, that's Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning will bring us the best chance of some patchy frost. After that, our overnight lows are in the 40s, and so frost will be less likely. We still haven't gotten to a freeze yet. The latest first freeze, November 28th, 2009. I don't know. We might be there. We shall see. The coolest temperature, again, is going to be Wednesday morning, but the afternoon highs will be coolest as we look at Wednesday and Thursday. And then coming up, we'll talk about our potential for rain on Thursday.
Elizabeth, thanks. If you did some yard work over the weekend, the city of Raleigh wants to help you clear those piles of leaves. How you can benefit from the city's loose leaf pickup program that starts this week.
Plus, Mexico City was filled with mariachi music over the weekend. We'll show you the world record-setting concert that brought artists from all over Mexico together to play.
Flag. Covering Wake County, loose leaf curbside collection starts tomorrow in Raleigh. The city provides the yearly service to people who rake their leaves to the curb. Crews will begin making the first of 2 passes throughout the city this week using a big leaf vacuum truck. The city is divided into 12 leaf collection zones, and the sweep starts in a different zone every year. So tomorrow they will start in Zone 5, and that is bounded by Falls of Neuse Road to the north and west, Capitol Boulevard to the east, and New Hope Church and St. Albans Road to the south. Check the city's website to find out when collection will start in your neighborhood.
More than 1,000 musicians from mariachi bands gathered in Mexico City's main plaza yesterday to break the world record for simultaneous performance of the music genre. Look at this. They had it all. They were playing guitars, trumpets, violins, and all broke the previous record of 700 mariachis at another gathering in Guadalajara. Many musicians there say the music is a family tradition they started learning at a young age, and they are happy to share their heritage.
They sound wonderful. A playground in Cary will close today for renovations. Work on the R.S. Dad Dunham Park playground is expected to last through mid-December. Both the basketball court and pump track will stay open to the public.
Harrison Ford has another big role coming up. David Daniel has that in today's Hollywood Minute.
You want me? Come and get me!
Harrison Ford Red Hulks out in the latest look at Captain America: Brave New World. Anthony Mackie takes the title role in the Marvel movie, which hits theaters February 14th.
I'm thrilled to be joining the amazing cast of Percy Jackson and the Olympians as Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom.
Andra Day is descending from Olympus to join Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Production on season 2 of the Disney Plus series began in August in Vancouver, British Columbia.
I love boy bands. I'm proud to say I'm in a boy band.
I told you this is going to be crazy.
Boy band culture gets the documentary treatment in Larger Than Life: Reign of the Boy Bands. All of your favorites are here, taking you through the troubles and triumphs of the music genre. Larger Than Life: Reign of the Boy Bands debuts Tuesday on Paramount Plus. Getting in sync in Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
A public event at Cincinnati's Great American Ballpark gave baseball fans a chance to remember the legendary Pete Rose. Cincinnati Reds said Sunday's event was a chance for fans to say goodbye to Rose. He died in September. Rose played for the Reds from 1963 to 1978 and again from 84 to 86. He remains Major League Baseball's all-time leader in hits. We're following breaking news this morning in Cumberland County, where police are looking for the person who shot and killed a woman late last night.
Plus, firefighters in California are racing to get the so-called mountain fire under control, the new threat that could help the fire spread.